Is your automation hitting a wall? Do you need a bare metal breakthrough? You're not alone. We have talked to a lot of top enterprises who are doing all the right things with infrastructure as code tooling, Git managed playbooks, and even a top-notch SRE team, but they're still drowning. They can handle servers individually, but struggle with operations in parallel, so patching means downtime and automation fails in a crisis. These teams don't have a tooling problem, they have a perspective problem. We see this constantly with customers using homegrown bare metal automation. Their scripts and tools work, but don't scale. They struggle to refresh an entire rack without scheduling weekend downtime, or onboard new hardware without manual touch, or to slip security patches into normal operations without service disruptions. And worse, it takes weeks to respond to infrastructure requests, not hours. There are two serious problems here. First, teams write automation focused on one server at a time instead of a cluster or rack operation. And second, they see automation playbooks as discrete actions instead of an integrated pipeline. Rack scale automation isn't just better tooling. It's a completely different operating model that focuses on common processes and pipelines. So instead of thinking, I need to apply patch Z, you should think, I need to update that profile to include server 42 and apply patch Z. Then the next refresh cycle automatically conforms to server 42, whether you trigger it or it happens on a schedule. Put another way, you need to stop managing individual machines and start thinking about desired states for entire racks. Ultimately, you stop scheduling or minimize service maintenance windows because you have built autonomic refresh cycles where machines rotate in and out, get reconditioned, and return to service automatically, continuously, and with zero human touch or intervention. We've seen customers that adopt this practice stop treating new hardware as a one-off project. When a rack ships in, it auto-discovers, gets profiled, and moves through a standardized pipeline to join production. No tickets, no manual steps. Before shifting to rack scale thinking, it's common to see monthly patching taking a weekend-long service window with a full team mobilization, or new cluster deployments taking 6 to 8 weeks, and every firmware update requiring a new project plan. But building rack scale automation with digital rebar, customers see continuous refresh cycles with zero scheduled downtime. New clusters come online in 4 hours or less, and firmware updates happen in the background. Operators don't even think about individual servers anymore. Rack scale automation delivers in 4 key ways. Speed means stopping waiting for maintenance windows. Parallel operations across entire racks in hours, not days. Choice means sequential updates with zero downtime. Parallel blasts when speed matters. You decide based on the workload, not the tooling. Change management happens every time operation is codified, tested, and repeatable. Change stops being risky and becomes routine. And finally, scale means that the same automation that manages 10 servers can manage 10,000 servers. Your team size doesn't have to grow with your infrastructure. Customers that have deployed rack scale practices look at their infrastructure differently. Their infrastructure has become programmable at fleet scale. This isn't just faster and more secure, it takes less human effort. If your bare metal is hitting the wall, the answer isn't better scripts. It's a mental model that shifts towards rack scale automation and processes. Or as we like to say, you need to start thinking at rack end scale. If you want to learn more about these practices, explore one of our case studies or request a demo from Rack End about digital rebar, and we'll show you how it happens.